And if we're being honest, that actually would be more expensive than hiring another person. But there's no person to hire. Henry Mason, CEO of Precious Hospice, I'm going to say this because it's important. You guys are barking up the wrong tree. You're barking up the wrong tree. You're mad about them doing the staffing. It's like they're staffing what they can. And they're telling you they're willing to spend more money, which is why they're willing to give you an extra 20%. The reality of it is, when we looked for nurses, they came from two places. One, overseas. You guys don't remember what happened with overseas and how they now are charging pretty much $100,000 per person to bring over here to put into these working environments. Not sustainable for any hospital, any healthcare corporation at all across America right now. At the same time, they pull grant funding. It's not going to work. The other part, we used to go to staffing agencies, right? Again, it's too expensive right now. They can't do that. So we have to figure out, how do we get this fixed? You get this fixed by telling more nurses to go to nursing school. But then what happened? They came back and they said that professional nursing licenses are not professional degrees. Therefore, we're no longer going to help fund those. If you want to fix some of these problems that are systemic, not specific to your particular hospital, you have to go and call your senator. I'm not taking a side, but I'm telling you, someone as someone who owns a healthcare business, this is what we're stuck with. And you say, well, Henry, how do you figure it out? I have a friend of mine who owned a staffing company. He gave us people without charging us an exorbitant amount of money for these people. Most hospitals already are running a negative. Like, and even if they're not, they cannot afford to do that. So what do, right? You say, well, Henry, we need to put people over profit like you do. Yes, you do need to put people over profit like I do. But until you guys are going to do one of two things, and you need to do both, honestly. Number one, call your Congress, call your senators, call your representatives, and tell them, hey, we need you to fix this problem for us. Number two, some of this C-level, and I've said this 100 times, some of these C-level salaries got to be cut. They just got to be cut, right? And it's like, well, like I always tell you, I don't make $20 million a year personally, right? I just don't take that home. And the reason is because you have to give help to people. You have to hire people to do the job. So you're going to have to cut some of those salaries. And it's like, well, this would never make it up for it. It actually would. It actually would. I'm not going to do the numbers for them, but I'm telling you, if you want to call me, I will help you guys figure it out. But on the flip side, for my nurses, you guys got to understand, they're offering 20% extra. For every 5 people, that's a new person. So if 5 people are making 100, they get 120. That's a whole new person by the 6th person. So they're willing to put the money there. And if we're being honest, that actually would be more expensive than hiring another person. But there's no person to hire. That's just my take. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And of course, what we want to do always is make sure that we're communicating effectively and safely and with love. And some of our comments lately have been a little bit off track. So let's bring it back to a precious moment where we can talk together in a loving manner. Thanks.